Alright, so before we get into it, High Tension and Wicked City will be my most censored reviews so far at least, so if you want to see them uncensored, go to the Ko-fi link, get them uncensored for $1 or more, whatever you want to do, and yeah, let's get into it. Hello and welcome back to 31 Mad Days of Terror. I'm your host, the titular Mad Silence, and this is the first installment that hadn't actually been written before I scrapped 2024's version of this festive review marathon due to computer troubles. Unfortunately, I'm not the most excited for this one, as this is one of those films I just couldn't really get into on either watch, that being the 1987 adult neo-noir action horror anime Wicked City.
Traitor.
I may have to explain myself on this one, as it's a gorgeous piece of animation produced by Madhouse, directed by the studio co-founder Yoshiaki Kawajiri, with the screenplay by Lady Snowblood writer Norio Osada. While a film with brilliant, grotesque, yet also very sensual body horror, I use the infamous John Carmack quote at the beginning because it describes the film to a T. Sure, there's a story here, but it doesn't exist to compel or because anyone involved had anything worthwhile to say. It's here as an excuse to do one of two things: get you to the next action scene, or more often the next sex scene. This is a softcore hentai that someone tricked the world into classifying as an action horror anime, and you can't convince me otherwise. As such, there's just nothing here to latch onto beyond the excessive sex and violence. The English dub also isn't great. The voice actors do a fine enough job with what they're given, but what they're saddled with is generic dialogue meant to communicate a very basic plot and love story, while our protagonists are likable enough. The old man they're protecting, Giuseppe Maillard, is the worst version of the perverted old master trope possible. Maki, the female partner from the film's version of the demon world, is also here mostly to be raped or sexually violated until the film, and probably the only Deus Ex Machina it even attempts to explain, after relying on Deus Ex Machinas to solve every other conflict as well, which essentially makes her the not-so-Virgin Mary if she had an instant win button. I love sleazy films as much as the next guy, but for me, this is really only worth watching for the art and animation. But if things like sexual assault are too much for you, you may want to skip this. Join me back here tomorrow when we talk about the John Carpenter classic that gave us the oh-so-quotable "Do you read Sutter Kane?" in the Mouth of Madness. Until then, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy my stuff and want to keep up with it, or just have something to say. And if you do subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell and set it to all notifications. This is Mad Silence, signing out.
I certainly wasn't expecting this beautiful a specimen.